Nothing about Riria seemed off to anyone who passed her in the hallway. Her eyes were gleaming brilliantly, her every step brimming with confidence. But things were completely different on the inside. She had been completely possessed by the divine curse. But no one would ever pick up on that, of course. I wonder if Suzahara is still in the club room. Okie dokie. Will his heart skip a beat when he hears I want to speak to him in private? Rira giggled. The power of the divine curse dwelled in her hand. If she touched someone on the nape of their neck, the curse would flood into them. Then their soul would be sealed in darkness and be turned into a living puppet the divine curse's beck and call. Wow. After that, the brainwashed Suzumu would do what Rira asked and march toward his own execution. Oh, Suzumu? He went to the bathroom. Thank you. Oh crap, I skipped. Oh, Suzumu, he went to the bathroom. Sorry. I got the names confused. This is Kanai. Oh, you gonna barge in on him while he's going to the bathroom? Damn, talk about bold, Lillian. Found you.
Riria-chan?
Riria? Suzuhara? Huh? Riria's eyes flashed scarlet for a moment. The curse's power coursed through her palms? Or... Suzuhara?
Nani?
Yes? I was hoping I could ask for some advice. Sure, if you think I can help. I'm so glad to hear that. Also, I'd like to ask you in private, if possible. And why don't you call me tonight? No, it has to be in person, if that's all right with you. Sure, when? If it's not too much trouble, right now. It's fine with me, but there's not exactly a lot of privacy around here. There's nobody here. Oh, don't worry about that. I already found us a good place. You mean in the school? It's my chair. Oh. Okay, that's what that does. Interesting. Yes, we'll have total privacy if we go to the dorms. There aren't any clubs there right now. So it's perfect. I gotta fix my audio. Holy crap, one moment. It is so loud in my one ear. Okay, there we go. I don't think that messes with actual... Hold on, test something. No. Okay. I didn't think so. Okay, sorry. But won't it be locked then? Though Suzumu appeared thick-headed, even he was noticing how off this sounded. He seemed somewhat suspicious of Rira's sudden request. Oh, come on. You know you want to go. You know you want to go with me. But Rira slowly snaked her arm around his back. Like a reptile. soundlessly approaching his prey. And then she made her strike.
Riria-chan?
Riria? Suzumi's body twitched the moment Riru touched the back of his neck. I thought she touched his butt. Uh-oh. After convulsing for a while, he stared blankly at the ceiling, his mouth agape.
Senpai?
Yuzahara?
私と寄宿舎へ行きましょう。
Let's go to the dorm. Oh. Okay. Suzumu nodded and did as he was told. Riru coaxed him gently and took his hand in hers. Almost as though she were a nurse guiding a patient of unsound mind. Suzumu's eyes were devoid of light. He was already a living puppet.
私、先輩がすっごく喜んでくれること教えてもらったんです。
I'm gonna do something you really like.
でも恥ずかしいことだけれど、
It's pretty embarrassing, honestly.
先輩が気持ちよくなってくれるなら、私頑張りますから。
But if it means I can make you feel good, I'll do my best.
先輩のタプタプに溜まった苦くてしょっぱいおつゆ。
I'll take all those bitter, salty juices you have pent up. That is a sentence. Right there.
私全部すすり出してごっくんって
And
飲んであげますからね。
And every last drop of them, okay? Oh. This is any man. If I mean, not necessarily this face, but any girl said this to a man, this would be the face. Oh, hubba hubba. Oh, okay. She kind of looks cross-eyed. It makes me laugh. Looks like a One Direction. Ugh. It's not really cross. It's like, I don't know. It just looks silly. So, Riria entered the dorm with Suzumu and locked the door behind her. Thanks to the power of the divine curse, no one else would be capable of entering the dorm now.
ここなら誰も来ないです。
Nobody will bother us here. Okay. The room had already transformed into another world, connecting the human realm and the realm of those not human. Once Suzumu entered the room and shut the door, the scenery warped. A fell whirlwind engulfed the room, staining everything in sight pitch black. The area transfigured into a snowfield of falling soot in the blink of an eye. Oh.
さすがの鈴原鈴夢も我が呪いの前にはなすすべもない。
So not even Suzumu Sahara can do anything before my curse.
ねたましい。
How I want it.
お前のその生きたぬくもり。ねたましい。
I want your living wolf.
肝を抜かれた後はお前の好きにするがいいぞ。
You may do with him as you please once his guts have been removed.
だがまずは
But first,
こやつの体をむさぼるはそこの娘からよ。
allow this girl to indulge in his body.
先輩。
Senpai?
さあリリアよ。
Suzahara? The time has come, Riria.
時は来たれり。今
Now, now is the hour
その男をお前だけのものにする時。
where you make him yours.
じきに赤となって消え去るお前はその男の寵愛を永遠とすることで永遠に生きることができるのだ。
Soon you will be reduced to dead skin, washed away without a trace, but you can live forever by earning his eternal affection. Rira's palm shone ominously. She slowly reached out for Suzumu. She undid his buttons, exposing his bare chest. No human could resist the gift of pleasure, not of this world. Yeah, Rira brought her hand toward Suzumu's stomach, her fingers wriggling obscenely. But just as she was about to touch it, her arm stopped. The music. But Suzumu had it locked tight in his grasp. What? Chad.
リリアちゃんの孤独な辛さに
You've been suffering in silence for too long, Riria.
僕が救いになるのなら
If I can save you from that,
僕はいくらでも君のために力になれるから
then I'll do it, no matter what. Suzumu's eyes regained their fierce shine. The divine curse couldn't believe what she was seeing.
バカな。お前はもう生き人形のはずなのに。
Impossible. You're supposed to be a living puppet.
リリアちゃんの手が近づいた時
When Riria brought her hand to me,
彼女の例えようもないほどの孤独な悲しみが流
I
れ込ん
got
できた
scared for a second. I thought it was someone like listening, but it was just my cat sneaking in. Sorry. Sora, beyond compare, her loneliness coursed into me. Suzuhara?
その気持ちを共有したくて
I want to share those
リ
feelings.
リアちゃんの辛さを心から受け止めたくて
I want her pain to become my own.
僕はあえてお前の呪いとやらを受けたんだ
And so I willingly received your so-called curse.
あえてだと。
You mean you let it happen on purpose?
人である以上誰だって悲しみは背負ってる
Being human means bearing sorrow, no exceptions.
でもそれを背負ってなお歩き続けられる強さが人間にはあるんだ
But we humans have the strength to march onwards in spite of that.
リリアちゃん君は美しいくらいに強いんだよ
Riria, your strength is beautiful. My cat is so distracting. What he's doing. Anyway, sorry. Huh? What?
ここは
Riria was gradually released from the curse. The divine curse herself was rendered speechless. All her plans had come to ruin.
ここはどこですか先輩が二人マジカルリリー
Where are we? Why are there two of you? Is that magical Lily? Huh?
落ち着いてここはきっと君の心の中の世界
Don't panic. I think we're in your mental world.
そして僕は本当の鈴原鈴でそこにいるのは君と僕の姿を模した悪意ある呪いの苦言だ
And I'm the real Suzahara. While those two are manifestations of malicious curse, you chose to impersonate us. Dad was struggling.
貴様一体
You filth! What are you?
でも僕は神の呪いとやらに一つだけ感謝することがあるんだ
There is something I'm grateful to you for, divine curse.
反射だと。
Did you say grateful?
リリアちゃんの悲しみを理解させてくれてありがとう
Thank you for allowing me to understand Riri's sorrow. Sahara.
彼女がどれほどの孤独と悲しみの中をたった一人で力強く生きてきたか
Thanks to the two of you.
それをお前たちのおかげで僕は心の底から理解できる
And now I know just how much solitude and sorrow she has endured, and how brightly she's burned all the same.
怒りだ
What's more, I feel
彼
rage.
女の強さを砕き悲しみの傷に塩を塗るような真似を重ね
Rage for you shattering her strength, pouring salt in her emotional scars over and over
彼女
again.
の心を押しつぶしてお前の邪悪の駒にしようとしたこと
And for crushing her heart to make her a pawn in your twisted game.
それだけでも許しがたいけれど僕が真に怒ることは
But that was already far too cruel for the one thing I cannot
彼女が
forgive,
救いを見出した僕の姿を模して彼女を追い詰めたこと
is how you used my face because she saw hope in me.
これが僕の感謝と 怒りだ。
And so, this fist is my gratitude and my rage. Suzumu lowered his hips and raised his fist. There was no mistaking it. This was the fist of the Suzahara divine tribute style, which is to be offered into God. The power to crush evil, dedicate God for 1,000 years, become a whirlwind and burst out of Suzumu's body.
悲しみが知りたくてあえて我が呪いを受けたと。
You took my curse willingly? Just so you could learn of her sorrow?
そして我が呪いを受けておきながら心を保ち続けたと。
Yet you managed to retain yourself in spite of that?
貴様
You filth.
本当にただの人間なのか。
You can't possibly be a mere human.
妬ましい、妬ましい。
I want it so badly.
その生きる者の放つ輝きが妬ましい。
I want your living radiance.
僕の姿を模して彼女を傷つけたこと、
You took on my appearance and hurt her.
それを僕は絶対に許しはしない。
You'll pay for that. Mark my words.
妬ましい、妬ましい、妬ましい。
I want it, I want it, I want it. Oh god, he had a Dorito chin. This thing disguised as Suzumu, disordered ominously in the face of that sheer power. Oh, that neck. He going. Normally, residents of the mortal realm have no means of physically interacting with evil spirits, but here they could be touched and killed. In this world, it is possible for humans to feel the utter malice those evil spirits possessed. Raising a cry that rent the soul, that creature of malice charged straight at Suzumu. Swiftly enough to outpace one's shadow at speed no human could possibly follow with their eyes. Suzumu couldn't see it either. No, its movements were beneath his notice. Suzumu had constantly dedicated his fist to God before giant trees or bells. That's right. With his eyes widened and his mind honed to its limits, the speed of holy evil's presence was no different than the immobile trees Suzumu used in his training. He punched that Dorito chin. Hajakenso.
邪悪を打ち破りて
Crush
正しきを
evil
示す。
and demonstrate the righteous path. Yeah. Go, 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 go. We got him. The evil spirits, taking Suzumu's form, turned to soot and scattered across the pitch-black snowfield. Much like evil spirits could directly exert their malice on humans in this realm, so too could humans directly exert their strength on them. Suzumu had crushed them in just one punch. Divine Curse was stunned at Suzumu's composure. It was enough to make her tremble.
そなたは一体
What in the world are you?
今のは怒りの拳だ。
That fist was of anger.
君には感謝の拳を捧げる。
For you, I offer a fist of gratitude.
バカ
Possible.
人をにごときがこの我に
A man demon like you is grateful to me?
神の呪いをうがつというのか。
You intend to You intend to strike a divine curse?
先輩
Sahara.
ごめんね。リリ
I'm
アちゃん。
sorry, Riria.
マジカルリリーの姿もまたもう一人の君なんだ。
I know Magical Lily is the other you,
そのもう一人の君の姿を打つことを
so please forgive me
今
for
許してほしい。
punching her. Eh. Do it.
そいつをマジカルリリーを私の世界から消す。
Strike her. Strike Magical Lily down. Erase her from my world. Strike that bitch.
覇者検証。
Haja Kensho.
邪悪を打ち破りて正しきを示す。
Crush evil and demonstrate the righteous path.
神の呪いを恐れぬ不届き者め。試すがよいぞ。そなたの拳。
Scoundrel, you will not cower before a divine curse. Then I dare you to strike me.
我が身をうがつか否か。試してみるがよい。
We shall see which of us breaks. I can't speak anymore. Just hit me. Rira moaned in agony as she fell to her knees. Uh-oh. Suzume halted his punch and pulled back as soon as he realized what happened. Had he continued and struck the divine curse with all his might, he might have destroyed Rira from the inside out.
Riria-chan!
Riria? Uh-oh. Foolish man, demon. It seems you've made a miscalculation. See.
リリアちゃんの姿マジカルリリーの姿を模しているだけじゃないのか
So you're not just taking on Riria, magical Lily's appearance.
我もリリアも同じ人間よ。我を撃つはその女を撃つも同じこと。
Riria and I are one and the same. To strike me means striking her.
その我を消されとね。愚かな女め。
Yet she still asked you to erase me from her world? Foolish girl. Get lost, you usurper. Get out of my life. Goodness me.
条件とはいえ、罵るそなたも哀れよな。
This may be against the terms of our agreement, but I cannot abide with such verbal abuse.
失われている記憶を返してやろう。
I shall return your lost memories.
思い返すがいいリリアよ。そなたがマジカルリリーをやめ、仕事を失った日々のこと。
Now remember, Riria. Remember when you quit being Magical Lily and lost everything. A black blizzard engulfed Riria and Suzume. It called back her sealed memories. I want it back. I want to be Magical Lily again. I hate this body. I want my adorable, dainty little body back again. On the day she made that heartfelt cry, the divine curse appeared to her and whispered thus. I will grant your wish if you give me your soul. Then you can have your old body again. It shall be as simple as washing away dead skin. However, you shall lose your appearance and your soul. Furthermore, you will lose your memories of making this pact with me. Do we still have an accord? I'll give you anything you want, even my soul. Just erase me and let me be reborn as Magical Lily. I am who you wish to be.
やがて赤のごとく、写しよより剥がれ落ち、消えてなくなる。
And in due time you shall be washed away and vanish from the real world like the filth you are.
後に残るは、我のこの姿だけ。喜べリリア。そなたの願いは、じきに叶おうぞ。
Then I shall be of that remains. Rejoice, Rira. Your wish will soon come true. No. It can't be. I wish for you. It's impossible. I wouldn't. Suzume's forehead beaded with sweat. Though he was calm and collected, he didn't know how he could turn the situation around. The divine curse represented by Lily's appearance was the one eating away at Riria. However, she was also Riria herself. Just like she said, punching her would mean punching Riria. In other words, he couldn't strike her.
ようやく理解できたようだな、鈴原鈴む。
It would appear you finally understand, Suzumu Suzahara.
確かに我が呪いをいともたやすく跳ね返したそなたの力には驚かされた。
I will admit, I was surprised by how easily your power repelled my curse.
なるほど。1000年をただダミンで過ごしていたというわけではないようだ。
I see those 1,000 years were not spent in indolence?
神を打つ拳を得たようだが、それも取ろ
You appear to have acquired a fist to strike gods, but it was all wasted effort.
う。我はリリー、すなわちそこなる女の分身。神は打てても女は打てまい、鈴原鈴む。
I am Lily, her other self. To strike me is to strike her, Suzumu Suzahara. Oh no, what is he gonna do? She was right. Suzumu could never choose to destroy the divine curse. If it meant punching Riria, he had to strike the divine curse to save her, but he couldn't do that, and it resulted in Riria's own death too. You've said this like 3 times. Sweat dripped down Suzumu's face. Upon seeing this, divine curse realized Suzumu had hit a dead end.
退屈な1000年を報いるには十分な余興であったぜ。
This has been enough entertainment to compensate for a boring millennium.
茶番はこれにてお開きとしようではないか。
Let's say we put an end to this farce right here and now. The doe raised her palm to the heavens, and a moment later, a twisted lump of metal sprouted out from it. Whoa! It was a hammer. A giant hammer ominously coated in faded blood.
この土にて二人まとめて
Cool.
叩きつぶし、すりつぶし、肉と臓物の切れ端の塊に変えてくれる。
I'll smash and grind your flesh and entrails to pieces with this.
そなたの生き肝を引きずり出した後は、せめて二人とも混ぜ合わせて、まんじゅうに変えて食らってやろうぞ。
Then, once I've taken your guts, I'll mix the 2 of you into a steamed bun and eat you both up. The giant hammer struck the ground like lightning. Suzuma's body was racked with abject terror. His whole body quaked. The fear shook him to his very bones. The sweat dripping from his face expressed just how precarious his predicament was. On his own, he might have been able to do something against that giant hammer. But Riria was here. The nigh-incomprehensible reality had left her stunned. She started muttering to herself that this was all a nightmare. Her mental defenses working to protect her mind. It was impossible. She couldn't defend herself. She would be crushed by the hammer. Her fate was already set in stone. There was only one way to avert that. To settle this once and for all before that fate could come to pass. The only way Suzumu could save them was to dedicate his fist and punch the divine curse. But that would affect Riria too. Suzumu was well aware of his fist had enough power to kill someone, meaning they were out of options. He had to strike, but couldn't. It seemed the divine curse understood that as well. She dragged the hammer while slowly approaching them, jeering at their plight. She was but a few steps away. Suzumu needed to come up with a plan in that span of time to find a weak point to exploit. Just then, Riria started laughing hopelessly.
嬉しいな。
I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
私はいよいよマジカルリリーに戻れるんだ。
Now I can finally go back to being magical Lily. Her eyes were glazed over. She was losing her sanity, and yet they were also damp.
嬉しいな。嬉しいな。
I'm happy. I'm so happy.
またマジカルリリーに戻れるんだ。私
I can go back to being magical Lily.
これでやっとみんなが化け物っていうこの体を捨てら
No
れるん
one
だ。
could call me being a monster ever again.
化け物なもんか。
You're not a monster.
布川リリア、クルスリリアは気高くて美しいじゃないか。
Riria Nunokawa, Riria Kurusu is sublime and beautiful.
そんなこと言ってる人見たことないよ。
No one's ever said that.
みんなリリーの頃は良かった。 天使だったってみんな言うよ。
Don't say I was better as Lily, that I was an angel.
あの頃は良かった。みんな私のことを可愛くて素敵だって褒めてくれた。
I was better back then. Everyone said I was cute as a button.
なのに今はみんな悪口ばっかり。
But now, though, all they do is badmouth me. Every last one of them. Who?
私は
People on the internet?
そんなの嫌だよ。
I'm sick of it.
みんながそういうわけじゃないよ。クルス・リリアの頑張りをちゃんと認めてくれてる人だっている。
That's where you're wrong. There are people out there who recognize Riria Kurisu's efforts.
いないよ。
Don't lie to make me feel better.
そんな人いない。いないの知ってるもん。
There aren't any. I know that.
レッスン頑張った。ダンスも演技もみんな頑張ってるのに。
I practiced so hard. I sang and danced my heart out there.
誰も認めてくれない。誰も
But no one cares. No one. Not a single
だ
person.
から思ったの。今思う。心から思う。
That's why I believe. No, why I still believe from the bottom of my heart.
クルス・リリアなんていらない。私なんて今すぐ死んじゃえばいいんだ。
That no one needs Riria Kurisu. I should just die like the worm I am.
そうすればマジカル・リリーだけが残る。
Then only magical Lily will be left.
悪口を書かれなくて済む。
And then no one will say those awful things about me anymore.
リリアちゃん、
Riria.
潰して私を。
Oh, she's posed.
マジカル・リリー。
Magical Lily. Kill me.
それでよい。よくぞ達観したリリアよ。
Splendid. You have such a wonderful insight, Riria.
せめて最後くらい愛しい人間と抱き合いながら行くがよい。
I shall allow you to embrace the man you love in your final
二
moments.
人の血肉は混じり合い一つとなるであろうぞ。
Your flesh and blood shall soon be mixed into one after all.
先輩は初めて会った時から私とリリーを見分けてくれていました。
Ever since we first met, you could tell Lily and I apart.
私はリリーの残りカスだなんて思わずに接してくれました。
You talked to me without ever thinking of me as Lily's
そ
husk.
んな先輩が私の心の唯一の救いでした。
Maybe it was only natural to you, but that was the one thing that gave me hope.
そんな先輩が
And that's why
好きです。大好きです。
I love you from the bottom of my heart.
だから
So please,
消える時だけでも一つになってください。
let me at least be with you as I disappear.
その胸に私の顔をうずめさせてください。
Please, let me weep on your chest as it happens.
お願い。
I'm begging you,
リリアちゃん。
Riria.
貴様は女の最後の頼みも聞けぬふぬけか。鈴原鈴むよ。
Are you scum enough to deny a woman's final request, Suzumu Suzahara?
我は無慈悲ではない。
I'm not without mercy.
二人まとめて痛みさえ感じさせずに一撃のもとに潰してやろうぞ。
I shall end the both of you in one blow. You won't even feel any pain. Suzahara. Okay. Suzumu nodded.
おいでリリアちゃん。
Come on over, Riria.
最後くらい呼び捨てで呼んでほしい。
So, I want to be in your arms in my final moments.
おいでリリア。
Come here, Riria.
先輩
Rira spread her arms and slowly approached Suzumu. He embraced her, but just as she was about to bury her face in his chest, he let...
最後じゃない
Let? What? Those aren't your last moments.
クルス・リリアの活躍をこれからも応援したい人間が大勢いるから
There's so many people who will support Rira Kurusu in her endeavors. I'm positive.
だからこれで最後なんかにはならない
So I won't let this be your end. Huh?
なればどうするというのか、鈴原鈴む。
What can you possibly hope to do, Suzahu? 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 Suzumu Suzahara?
我を撃つか？撃てばリリアも死ぬ。
And strike me? That will mean Rira's
撃
death.
つのはお前じゃない
You're not the one I'll strike. What? Huh? Who's gonna strike? Suzumu lowered his hips and raised his fist. The keen glint in his eye was aimed not at the divine curse, but Riria.
ごめんねリリアちゃん
I'm sorry, Rira. Is he gonna punch her?
君に必ず信じさせてあげるから
I swear, I'll make you believe in your future.
我慢して
So hang in there. What? What?
神の呪いは君の心の傷に寄生しているだけだ
The divine curse is merely feeding off your emotional trauma.
その心の傷を生み続けさせている真の元凶は
And the one truly allowing that trauma to keep on festering is none other than yourself. Divine curse instantly paled. He'd done it. Suzumu had seen through this true source of the curse that birthed her current form.
貴様
You wretch!
元凶ってどういうことですか？
What do you mean by that?
今はごめん
I'm sorry about this.
歯を食いしばって
Grit your teeth. Holy he's gonna punch her. Okay, Suzumu prepared to strike Riria. Utterly lost, Riria could only stare with confusion. The divine curse frantically raised her hammer, but she was too late. Compared to Suzumu's dedication to God, her strike was painfully slow.
覇者検証
Haja Kensho,
邪悪を打
crush
ち破り
evil
正しきを示す
and demonstrate the righteous path.
させるか
I won't let you. Huh? Pow. Oh god. Suzumu launched a punch directed at Rira's chest. Ow! Did that strike pulverize her organs and bones? Suzumu did indeed feel something shatter, but he'd stopped his fist right before he had hit Rira's body. Instead, he shattered something she kept close to her chest. It was the cause and source of the curse that birthed Lily. What? Lily threw her head back with a scream. Her appearance faded, turning into Rira with antlers of the sacred deer.
バカな見破るとは見破るとは
Impossible! How? How could you have seen right through me?
改めてもう一度報じるよ
Allow me to offer one last
彼
dedication.
女の悲しみを教えてくれてありがとう
Thank you for teaching me of Rira's sorrow.
彼女の心に訴えるこの機会を与えてくれてありがとう
Thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak to her heart.
そなたは一体神の呪いが効かず、そして神をうがつ拳を持つだと
Who are you? How is it you're unaffected by the curse? How can you strike a god?
その光は
The light!
どう
No!
して
How?
君は彼女の心の痛みへの水先案内
You guided me to the pain in her
に
heart.
導いてくれてありがとう僕にあるのはただ感謝のみ
Thank you for that. I have nothing but gratitude for you.
バカなバカ
Oh.
な我こそは六神彦の御事の呪いなり
No, it can't be. It can't be. I'm the curse of Rokugami Hiko no Mikoto.
その我がなぜ人に不正に
How could I be bested by a mere man demon?
覇者検証
Ashikensho.
邪悪を打ち破りて正しきを示す
Crush evil and demonstrate the righteous path. Suzumu's fists glow with the heavenly shine. Even the divine curse could not help but falter before its radiance.
兄上様のご無念を晴らせずこのようなところで散らねばならぬなど
I cannot fall here now while brother's vengeance has gone unfulfilled.
許されぬ
You shall pay for this. Ah. The soot snowfield cleared up little by little. Before long, it turned back into the room at the dorm. I was still in a daze. While I was used to harrowing daydreams, this was the first time I had shared one with someone else, with Suzuhara. Thus, I knew without a doubt it had been no daydream, but rather something that actually happened.
リリーは消えたんですか？
Has Lily vanished?
消えないよ。
No. She never will.
消えるも何も。リリーだって君なんだから。
After all, she's a part of you too.
そうですよね。
You're right. I lowered my head a little. I'd likely continue to have daydreams about Lily. Suzuhara had indeed struck down something ghastly, but magical Lily's shadow would continue tormenting me for a long time to come.
リリーは君の大切な分身なんだ。
Lily's an important part of you.
怯える必要も憎む必要も何もないんだよ。
You don't need to be afraid of her any longer.
でも君はリリーを逃げるために使っていたんだ。
But you've been using her to hide from your
逃
pain.
げる。
What do you mean?
ネットで無責任な人たちがかつての君が良
Ah,
か
it
った
was the
と
internet.
言い続ける。
Those cruel people on the internet kept saying you were better the way you used to be.
だから君はマジカルリリーになれば悪口を言われずに済むと思ってリリーに逃げ込もうとしていたんだ。
So you convinced yourself it'd all stop if you could be magical Lily again and try taking refuge in her.
私そんなつもり。
That's not what I couldn't deny it. He was probably right on the dot. I wanted to be magical Lily because I desired recognition, because I didn't want to hear people badmouth me anymore.
承認欲求は人間なら誰もが持つ自然な欲求よ。恥ずかしくなんかないの。
Everybody wants recognition. It's only natural. It's nothing to be ashamed of.
雛形先生。
Miss Hinagata,
布川さん、あなたは誰よりも努力家。
you're the hardest worker I know, Nunokawa.
だからその努力を誰かに認められたいと願うのは当然のことなのよ。
So it's only natural to want someone to recognize your efforts.
でも匿名で無責任に喋ることができる昨今は怖いわね。
But it sure is scary how so many people these days use anonymity as a shield to say whatever they want.
人を褒めるよりもけなす方が楽しくて賑やか。
It's more fun and easier to criticize than it is to
だ
praise.
からいい評価は埋もれてしまう。あなたに届くことはない。
As a result, all the good things that people have say get buried and never reach you. That's sad. But very true. Very true. Oh. Noticing an odd sensation in my chest, I reached down to my breast pocket and found my smartphone, its screen smashed into pieces.
壊しちゃってごめんね。
He punched the internet. Sorry, I broke it.
でも今のリリアちゃんにはない方がいいと思ったんだ。
But I think you're better off without it for now.
まあそうですよね。
I suppose you have a point.
痛々しい掲示板ばっか眺めて毎日落ち込んでるだけですものね。
Just looking at that criticism day after day was depressing.
先生、
Miss Hinagata? I'm on it. Miss Hinagata took out her own phone, played around with it for a few minutes, and showed it to me. It was someone's blog. Riria's performance was amazing. I was surprised how much better her dancing's gotten. Smiley face. I feel like I'm discovering a new side of her she didn't have back when she was Magical Lily. I'd be a disservice to keep calling her Magical Lily from now on. Riria Kurusu has my full support. Good things.
他にもあるわよ。見る？
That's not all. Check these out.
はい。
Okay. Diamonds among all the coal. The internet might be a breeding ground for slander, but at the same time, there were indeed people out there rooting for me who recognized how hard I'd worked. But I only saw the bad, and so I became deaf to their encouragement.
あなたの努力、ちゃんと見てくれてる人たちがいるわよ。
There are people who can tell how hard you've been working.
これらはみんな、鈴原くんが見つけてきてくれたの。
Suzuhira found all of them.
不慣れだったスマホを頑張って使いこなしてね。
Didn't know his way around a smartphone at first, but he did his best to help you.
先輩、
Suzuhara.
君の代わりに僕が応援してくれる人たちの声を伝えるから。
He is a mod. I'll let you know what those cheering you on have to say.
だからその役目を僕に任せてはくれないかな。
So could you leave the social media to me?
つまり
So
ネ
basically,
ットはもう二度と見るなってことですよね。
you're telling me not to look at the internet ever again.
しばらくの話よ。
Not for a while anyway.
あなたはもともととても強い子なんだから、
You're a very strong girl at heart.
その力強さを取り戻せるまでの間、しばらくネットはお休みということね。
So we're just telling you to take a little break from the internet until you can gain that strength.
その代わり僕が毎日リリアちゃんを応援してくれる人たちを探すよ。
In exchange, I'll check every day to find people rooting for you.
君を応援してくれている人がたくさんいるんだってこと、
There are a lot of people out there cheering you on.
きっと信じさせてあげるから。
My job is to let you know that until you can believe it for yourself. My eyes welled up with tears, but not from sorrow, not
応
anymore.
援してくれる人のブログとかコメントとか拾ってくれるのも嬉しいですけど、
I'd be more than happy if you could find those positive comments for me.
それに先輩の応援もプラスしてくれたら納得しようかなって思
But
い
if
ま
I
す。
could have your support too, I think I could bring myself to believe it.
それは大変ね。リリアちゃんのステージちゃんと全部見ないとね。
That'd be rough. That means you have to go to all of Rira's performances.
あお金足りるかな。
I don't know if I have enough money.
スタッフチケットとかあるんでしょ。それくらい手配してあげなさいよ。
There are always VIP tickets, right? At least give him that courtesy.
だって鈴原くんはもうあなたの心のマネージャーさんなんだから。
After all, Suzahara's sort of like the manager of your heart now, isn't he? Hi, yes.
そういえば先生、いつからいたんですか？
By the way, Miss Hinagata, exactly how long were you
いい
there?
タイミングで話に加わってきたんで、不思議だと思ってたんですけど。
Your timing just now couldn't have been more perfect.
それよそれ、聞いて聞いて。
Oh, right. We'll get a load of
校
this.
内を巡回してたらね、なんと男子生徒と女子生徒が人気のない寄宿舎に入っていくのを見ちゃったのよ。
I was patrolling the school when lo and behold I saw a boy and a girl sneaking off to the dorm.
いかがわしいことがあるといけないわって思ってね、現場に突入しちゃったわけなのよ。
I figured they're about to get themselves in big trouble, so I took the liberty of breaking into the scene of the crime.
ほらほら、これがリリアちゃんが男子を寄宿舎に引き込むところの写真。
Look, here's a photo of Rira dragging a boy into the
ほら
dorm.
ほら、二人きりで女子の部屋にいる写真もあるのよ。
Oh, and looky here, it's a photo of you two in the girls' room.
すっごく誤解を生む写真です。削除してください。
Those are very misleading photos. Delete them right away this instant.
無論削除はするけど、リリアちゃんに一つだけお願いが。
Of course I will, but on one condition, Riria.
はいはい、脅迫ですね。交換条件は何ですか？
Now, what do you want?
乱気流のライブチケット。いい席が手に入らない？
Can you get me good seats at a Rankiru concert?
はいはい、うちの事務所のイケメンユニットですね。了解です。手配します。
You mean my agency's hottest boy band unit? Don't you? Fine, sure, I'll make it happen.
その代わり、削除する前にその写真印刷してもらうことってできますか？
Oh, but first, could you print those photos before you delete them?
いいわよ。
Sure thing. After that, Rira switched to a traditional flip phone. It only functioned as a phone. She couldn't access the internet. Meanwhile, she'd also sealed away her computer in her closet. It felt suffocating at first. Before long, she was happier than she'd been in a while.
邪魔ね。昨日のステージでのコメントは拾ってあります？
Oh, manager, did you find any comments about yesterday's performance?
お気に入りに登録してあるよ。はい、どうぞ。
Yeah, I saved them to my bookmarks. Here you go.
先輩の感想テキストがないですよ。いっぱい書いてくれたでしょうね。
I don't see any comments. I thought you said you were gonna write a ton for me.
頑張っていっぱい書いたよ。
Yeah, I've been doing my best.
でも一昨日と同じステージだし毎日の感想は大変だな。
But it was the same performance as day before, so it's hard to write impressions every single day.
しっかりしてくださいよ先輩。
Jeez, you need to get your act together, Suzahara.
これ次の土日のチケットです。絶対両方来てくださいね。
Oh, here's the ticket for next Saturday, so please come to both shows if you will.
さすがはグレートススハラ。リリアちゃんのマネージャーを任されるとは。
Wow, that's the great Suzahara for you. He gets to be Rira's
で
manager.
もねリリアちゃん、スズムはあなたの奴隷じゃないんだよ。
But Suzumu, it's your slave, Riria.
奴隷なんてとんでもない。むしろ奴隷なのは
Of
私で
course
す。
not. Don't be silly. In fact, I'm the real victim here.
見かけによらず腹黒な先輩の罠にかかってマネージャーにしないとこの写真をばらまくぞって脅されて。
Don't be fooled by appearances. He's a black-hearted villain who threatened to leak these pictures unless I made him my manager.
いやー、何これ何これ。スズム、どういうこと？
Whoa, what the heck are these? What were you up to, Suzumoon?
何これ。どういうことよスズム。なんでリリアちゃんと相引きしてる写真があるのよ。
What is this? Explain yourself, Suzumu. Why are there pictures of you having a tryst with Riria?
何の話？
What are you talking
この
about?
写真をばらまかれたら私の芸能人生命はおしまいです。
If these photos get out, my life as a celebrity is over.
だから私はススハラ先輩の言いなりに。
And that's why I must do whatever Suzahara says. Oh, woe is me.
先輩は一日中私につきまとって隙があれば私を慰み者に。
He follows me around all day and uses me as his plaything any chance he gets.
ススハラ裏山けしからぬ。
Suzahara, I'm so damn jealous.
何？なんでみんな僕を見てるの？何の話？
What? Why are you looking at me? What did I do?
初田先輩、窓の外を見てください。あれってウルトラレアカードじゃないですか？
Oh, Atsua, look out the window, please. Is that an ultra rare card?
なんだって？どこにどこに？
What? Where? Right when Atsuya ran over the window. Riria leaned forward and kissed Suzumu's lips. When his guard was down. These two. Tsubakiko and Kanai were rendered speechless, their mouths agape. Suzumu stared in bewilderment as his mind processed what had just happened.
そう言いながらこれも脅迫されてやってるんです。
And worst of all, he makes me do this against my will.
一日一回キスを捧げないとあの写真をばらまかれちゃうんです。ゆ。
If I don't kiss him once a day, he says he'll leak those photos. Poor little me.
スズムあんたね、女の敵、腹黒、話を聞かせなさい。
Suzumu, you foul beast. You're an enemy to all women. Explain yourself.
何のことか本当にわからないよ。
Seriously, I have no idea what you're talking about. Ow, you're hurting
リ
me.
リアちゃん、笑ってないで助けてよ。
Stop laughing and help me.
やるね。オイラたちに宣戦布告ってこと？
Talk about gutsy. Is that your declaration of war?
まあ、そう受け取ってもらっても結構です。
If that's how you want to see it, then by all means do so. Please keep watching me, Suzahara. Riria Kurusu is out there performing for you and you alone. And in time, I'll make sure to steal your heart so you won't be able to look away from me. Yay! All three done. Bow, bow, bow. I think the only one left now is Toy. I believe. I wonder if I can skip this. Maybe we'll have like a little scene, or maybe I can stop. Oh, okay. Who in the world was he?
進む
Suzahara.
何者
What are you?
まさかそなたまでも返り討ちとはな。
And this is where we stop. Next couple parts, I'm sure, is going to be the end. Just to let you know, I do not... hold on. Let me get this up close. Here I am. Hello. Just so we all know, I do not plan on doing the DLC. I might do, it's like a vacation. I might do that one, but do not plan on doing the teacher route. I know it's like wonderful. I've heard good things. For one, I have to buy it. Two, I've already been at this for over like a year. I'm kind of done after this. So, next few parts will probably be the ending, which I saw was pretty long. So, yeah. See you next time.